Hey ladies, Dan Frampton here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be doing something a little bit different because this just dropped like maybe an hour ago, and this is a pretty good opportunity for me to try to potentially get a few extra clicks here on the channel. So what's going on? What's going down? What's making me stop what I normally do to talk about something strange? And that is this Marilyn Manson drama. If you remember, about a year ago, this actress named Evan Rachel Wood accused Marilyn Manson of grooming, essay, and all sorts of other dark, nasty things. And today, it just came out that Marilyn Manson is now suing her for defamation of character. Variety broke the story, and the headline reads, Marilyn Manson sues Evan Rachel Wood for defamation over essay allegations. So I'm going to be reacting to this article as I read it. I haven't even screened this shit. It just dropped, and I thought, let's do a tipster style video here and react to this on the fly. So here we go. Marilyn Manson has sued Evan Rachel Wood for defamation over sexual abuse allegations against him, which Manson claims are a malicious falsehood. Okay, that's what defamation of character is. It's a malicious falsehood. You said something that was a lie, and it cost me money out there in the real world. You defamed me. Did that actually happen? Well, let's go on. Let's read what's actually happening here. In a complaint filed in Los Angeles Superior Court on Wednesday and obtained by Variety, Manson, whose legal name is Brian Warner, alleges that Wood and her on-again, off-again romantic partner, Ashley Gore, have publicly cast him as a rapist and an abuser, a malicious falsehood that has derailed Warner's successful music, TV, and film career. And yes, over the last year, the name Marilyn Manson, nobody wanted to touch it other than Kanye. For some reason, Kanye was like, yeah, I'll still work with you, because Kanye knows the power of controversy, and he was trying to rehab Brian Warner's image. All the while he was like, hey, I'm being controversial over here working with Marilyn Manson. Anyway, this goes on to say, the filing goes on to claim that Wood and Gore impersonated an FBI agent by forging and distributing a fictitious letter from the agent to create a false appearance that Warner's alleged victims and their families were in danger, and that there was a federal criminal investigation of Warner ongoing. It also alleges that Wood and Gore provided checklists and scripts to the accusers and made knowingly false statements. This is fucking crazy because there were many women that came out against Marilyn Manson last year, and this is saying that Marilyn Manson thinks that Evan Rachel Wood wrote a script to get this guy. That's fucking nuts. If they can prove this shit, this is wild. Okay, it goes on to say that Manson filmed the essay of a minor. Manson has requested a jury trial and is also alleging intentional inflictions of emotional distress, violation of comprehensive computer data, Access Fraud Act, and impersonation over the internet. Oh my god, this is loaded charges. Representatives for Wood and Gore did not immediately respond to Variety's request to a comment. No, we're staying quiet for now, which is probably pretty smart. Because if they can prove all this shit, your bitches are going down. I'm so sorry. And Kanye was right again. See, everybody thinks that Kanye is a madman, including myself, but when you look back at all of his craziness, you're like, oh man, the guy was right. He was right. He had a point. Except for the Donald Trump stuff. How did you manage to hit the nail on the head while convincing everybody that you're a lunatic? Okay, we're going off the rails. We got to get back to this article. Wood was one of several women that came forward early last year with claims of sexual abuse against Manson. In an Instagram post made at the time, Wood wrote, the name of my abuser is Brian Warner, also known to the world as Marilyn Manson. He started grooming me when I was a teenager and horrifically abused me for years. I was brainwashed and manipulated into submission. I am done living in fear of retaliation, slander, or blackmail. I'm here to expose this dangerous man and call out the many industries that have enabled him before he ruins any more lives. I stand with the many victims who will no longer be silent. Now, you might notice that I read that with a little bit of sarcasm in my voice, and that's just because I'm going with, this allegation that she wrote a bunch of scripts and passed them out to a bunch of people. I have no idea. This is a court case. The judges and the jury will figure this shit out. I'm just here to react on it and make fun of these idiots. But I'm not saying that Marilyn Manson isn't creepy, because dude, yeah, he is a weirdo. Yes, his stage persona is of that of a creepy satanic death man, but that's not what makes him creepy. He's just a creepy guy because it goes on to say that his relationship became public in 2007 when she was 19 and he was 38. And that's not illegal, it's just a little fucked up. It's just a little weird, it's just a little creepy, and that just means that Marilyn Manson is a little weird and a little creepy. They were engaged in 2010, but broke up later that year. After the allegations against Manson came out, he was dropped by his record label, manager, and CAA, as well as from a role from the show American Gods. So yeah, all the industries were like, no more Manson, we're not gonna work with you, you are a pariah, sir! And that, my friends, is the definition of defamation. Manson's lawsuit against Wood comes out on the heels of her documentary, Phoenix Rising, which premiered at Sundance and debuts on HBO on March 15th. Free plug on the Dan Frampton channel. Phoenix Rising further details Wood's allegations against Manson and dives into the passage of Wood's Phoenix Act, legislation that extends the statute of limitations of domestic violence cases in California. Look at me, I am no legal expert. You're not gonna get comprehensive legal analysis from this video. Criminal stuff was levied at Marilyn Manson, and now Marilyn Manson is firing back a year later on the heels of a documentary that kind of details the whole side of the story coming from Evan Rachel Wood. But yeah, this shit's wild. I mean, there's gonna be a whole documentary on this one day, I'm sure. But how bonkers is that? Like, last year, Evan Rachel Wood goes, hey, this guy has been grooming me, you know, he abused me, all sorts of awful fucking disgusting shit. And then a year later, he's like, no, that didn't happen. And also, you wrote a script and got a whole bunch of women to read it and call me out for something that I didn't do. That is kind of wild, and I couldn't have even wrote it if I went to a creative writing class and they were like, write the most creative story about essay that you could possibly think of. I wouldn't have even thought of that. So, I don't know, props for creativity if it is just all one big concocted thing. That's the story, how it's playing out right now. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like on it, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video with a couple friends, and until my next upload, watch another upload.